Greetings, it's Iain from RTL here. Welcome to a one-off album review where we just take these albums that there's only one done by a band or an artiste. And today's, up until what, 5 or 6 months ago, I'd never even heard of this band. How I come across them? Well, I was looking for something on Spotify, and you type away, and I've got so far, and it brought up this album cover, Sea Hags. I thought, oh, that looks interesting. So me being me, I thought, oh, I'll have a look at this. So I brings it up and plays a little bit of each track, and I thought, oh, I quite like this. I will make a note, and I shall go back and listen to it. And I have been doing it. And it's really good, and I thought I'd share this with you. And the band in question are called the Sea Hags. Now, they are a hard rock band from San Francisco, and their style has been, this is what I've read up, primarily been referred to as motorcycle rock and sleaze metal. So they were formed in San Francisco in 1985 by frontman Ron Yockham and bassist Chris Scholl-Lasshart. And during the 3 years before they had a chance for a major record label, they often worked 2 jobs, keeping their dreams of music career alive. During the band's early days, they played gigs with bands like the Dead Kennedys, Motorhead, Ramones, The Cramps. They were finally signed to Chrysalis Records in 1987. Now, Kurt Hammett, of course, from Metallica, co-produced their first demos with Sylvia Massey, who went to produce 2 releases by progressive rock band Tool and Ian Astbury of The Cult, who offered to produce the debut. Finally, Mike Klink, who had just finished producing Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction, enlisted the group, was enlisted as a producer. So this is how this album appeared. So on this album we've got Ron Yockham on vocals and rhythm guitar. Frank Wisely had joined and became a lead guitarist. We've got Chris Scholl-Lasshart on bass, Adam Maples on drum, and a little bit of guitar from a chap called Kevin Russell. So the first track on here is actually called Half the Way Valley. It's a cracking opening track. Short, sharp, brilliant riffs. Ron's got an interesting voice. He's got this gritty sort of voice. It's absolutely top drawer opening track, just what you want. Pow, straight in, no messing about. Second track is called Doghouse, and I love the riffs on this. This has got this one of them bass lines that without that groove it wouldn't be nothing. And this Chris Scholl-Lasshart really grinds out a bass line, and then you got this real clunky, heavy sort of drum from Adam Maples, and it's absolutely brilliant. Then we have a track called Too Much T-Bone. It's a great vocal. Now, it's a bit gritty. Ron Yockham is somewhere in between Vince Neil at his heyday and Bret Michaels, and it really fits this style of rock. It is fantastic. I love that track. Then we have Someday, which is an average sort of rock track, nothing special, but it's still got a lot of grit, and that's what I don't mind about it. Then we have a track called Back to the Grind. Solid drumming here from Adam, and really keeps the track going. Once again, these riffs are coming in hard and heavy. Another great vocal from Ron, sorry. Fantastic track. Then we have Bunkbed Creek. Now this is sort of a slower ballad track, Some really nice guitar work here. The guitar solo on this from Frank Wisely is pretty good. It's a typical sort of basic sort of ballad. It's quite nice though. In the Mood for Love, my favourite track on here. It's just some great bass. The riffs are really gritty. Again, we've got some nice drumming. It's just a great fun track. Then we have Misfortune, which is my second favourite track on here. And it's raw. It's so raw you could cut your fingers on it. Very strong riffs. Great vocal from Ron. Hit the money on that one. Great track. And then we have a track called All the Time. Good little track. I wouldn't say it lights up the world, but it's still solid. Then we have Three's a Charm. It's probably the weakest track on the album, but it's still got a damn good drum beat. And the last track, Under the Stars, it's one of them end of album tracks, but the guitar solo on it is pretty impressive. Yeah, it's a great album. Discovering this purely by accident on Spotify is something else. It's a pretty decent rock album. Considering when this was recorded in 1988-9, rock music was going through a little bit of a lull, but this sort of was gritty. There's some great playing on this. It's just pure rock. No smooth drums or anything. It's just get in there and do the business. So I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I thought I would share it with you. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.5. So there we go. That's it for this week. Back on Monday for the final full week before Christmas, and we're going to kick off with the 1970s of Van Morrison. And perfect side is a certain Jean-Michel Jarre album called Oxygen. Got lots to do this weekend, especially just gearing up for when I'm off, so there's plenty of stuff. While I take a break, there's still stuff up on the channel. So I will see you all Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we got a funny sky out there now. Very funny goings on. So have a great weekend, everyone. Bye for now.